Hey guys, I'm back for a little bit. Um, how you guys doing? Doing fine? Maybe you can hear my voice a bit too much, but that's because I have the microphone a bit further to my face. Because, like I said yesterday, I have a bit of a cold. Well, my voice, my throat is hurting, so I don't want to talk that loud, you know. So yeah, that is a bit softer. I'm going to bit up. Okay, back to the game. So we needed to go somewhere. Let's go find.
The groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Wait, let me quickly see if I yeah, if I put the audio on from the game. This go. Let's see what.
Can we talk?
Of course.
Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson?
Okay.
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her.
Okay.
If you got time to swing us by, I mean.
Sure.
I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
Sure.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
No.
What? You want me to leave?
No. 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 No.
Captain, you can't mean it.
No. 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 What?
Oh, that's a relief. Thanks, Captain, for letting me stick around. I mean,
Move on. Like, move on to the game. Um, anti-select out. I think I selected both. So I can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's cool. They all gonna have those masks. Oh god. Are they gonna shoot me? No. Phew. Okay. Let's go do the Parvati thing first. Empty man. Weapons from the void. But pending quest. Introduce Parvati to that one. I'm gonna do that one first. Because I like her, okay? So, weapons from the void. Okay. Where do we need to go? Oh, wait. I see floors. So that's the upper floor. Second floor is over there. There. We have the floor where we are on now. So we need to go up. Let's open the passage to her. We have flint and sapphire with wine. It's the all upper one. But so we need to go up one. And stick to the right, stick to the right, stick to the right. Got it.
Captain. I'm in space. I never thought I'd be able to say that.
Sure.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a toss.
So I see that he's slower. Oh. Hey, that's the...
That's quite the impressive list of infractions.
Customs and inspection, right this way. Identification, please. Captain Hawthorne, you said. Let me apologize in advance. I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side.
Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably.
I recognize that voice, though.
You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it.
Any idea?
Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, it doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important.
I killed that one node? Yes, what's this? Great. Straighten this out.
You take the starch out of them, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
Sure.
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
Push. Right.
Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with?
That is true.
The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go, on your left when you enter the promenade. Make sure you bring an empty belly.
Right.
Most places are on the promenade deck. Big door yonder, straight through security. There's a bar on the starboard side. I got a preference for the Lost Hope myself. Talk to Vera. She'll set you right.
Got it.
You need anything else? You let me know. Don't want anyone saying Groundbreaker's not the most hospitable port in the colony. He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison.
So, there is tension between Groundbreaker and the board. The board runs most of the system, don't they? Things for the info.
Really likes his cereals, too. Maybe a little too much. Bit of a weird bird, all told.
Don't see what's so wrong about liking cereals. They're fun.
Udom takes it to an, unhealthy level.
So I want to keep this guy friendly because, well, he already said no to promotions, so he's going to be here forever. Which is good for us because if we go on his good side, we don't have to, go to customs anymore. Well, don't leave our guns behind, I guess.
Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get a big interstellar freighter. 2 biggest operations are the board, that is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though.
I'm looking for something more local. Aldous, I didn't operation.
Commandant Sanita might have a couple of folks she needs killed. Bad folks, I mean. Not regular folks. She'll be at the security desk behind me. Chief Junlei might have an errand needs running. She's all tied up trying to fix our heat problem. You'll find her in engineering.
No kidding? I'd love to get a look at this old girl's innards. I bet they're real twisty and weird. In a good way.
She really gets wet from gears, doesn't she? I dig it.
Happy to help. That's my job, after all.
You're real good at it, too.
Well, thank you, miss. It's nice to be recognized. Yep.
Can we move this along? I have a certain, matter I'd like to attend to, Captain.
Relative to the board holdings? Not really. But there's a few with the means to go where they will. They aren't rich, but they aren't likely to look too close at your work history either. They strip the parts from derelict ships and abandoned outposts. There's some that say they make the derelicts and encourage folks to abandon their steads. Sublight gives me the creeps. I've known folks who went to work for them and just vanished. They're on the promenade run by a woman named Lilia Hagen. I'm only telling you so you know to avoid them.
No, I'm gonna.
Are you pulling my leg?
Should I pull your leg? I mean, it gets us on your good side. And I'm okay with it.
You must be one of them long-haul freighters from outside the colony. Well, I won't hold it against you. Goes like this. Back on Earth, before the crossing, the powers that be were selling off stakes in distant star systems they thought had potential. A bunch of companies decided to throw in together and form the Halcyon Holdings Corporation, then buy up the rights to this here colony. That group's what we now call the Board. Sitting around drinking whiskey and smoking cigars, yeah, probably. Can't say for sure, of course. Doubt I'll ever see the inside of it myself. Groundbreaker was one of the original colony vessels to come over on the crossing, a few years before her sister ship, the Hope. Once everybody'd been de-thawed and dropped dirt side, the original crew of the Groundbreaker decided they rather liked the spacefaring life. I guess that was the start of our independent spirit. Now, here we are. Yep, Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighters and wildcat miners. Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing bays. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year. Glad to help. All right. You noticed, huh? They can't abide an independent township, especially not one they gotta depend on. We're the first and last stop out of this colony. All their interstellar freighters come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top in manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them.
Alright, so we need to reiterate the ground bay. Groundbreaker on our side. Got it.
It's a delicate balance, right? We could cancel their freighters' docking privileges in retaliation, but where'd that lead us? They got assault cruisers, gunships, and a handful of mining operations at their fingertips. We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces. Or they cobble together a new Groundbreaker and put us out of business.
The board wouldn't do that. Would they?
The board is necessary to provide order to the colony. They believe it's their prerogative to overrun you. But whether you allow that is up to you.
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we may do all right. So far, anyway.
Thanks for the invite.
Sure thing.
Oh, that's it.
Be seeing you.
Uh, yeah. Quest object requires to enter shed you will be shot on sight. Using the disguise will prevent.
This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the Scholar shipped in and out with.
Okay.
I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from...
Yuki. Yuki.
Monarch.
Here we go again. No one lives on Monarch. It's a wasteland. You were...
It's me too. Skinner engineer just asked to take her along. Was telling you by the way. Yes, yeah, but I had that thing right. This one. Yeah, disguise and resist, okay? Secretary of limit other personnel and otherwise result of okay. Okay? How? Disguise. Okay. Why does it just like is it just installed already or what? You know? Gun, ouch, heat grip, muffler, zip zip. There's one. This parts by passion, weapons part, big pick. This. Okay. Oh, I can just, you know. I don't need to do anything, I guess. It's already hungry or something. Even though I don't actually see it. Here. Right. Do this. I guess that's just installed automatically. I'm guessing.
Hearing things.
No, seriously. There was a lot of static at first, but then this voice said his name was Graham?
Graham, right. Broadcasting on a dead world full of monsters. I've heard...
This is Halcyon News.
It
We
takes more
interrupt your
muscles to
regularly
frown than
scheduled
to smile.
advertisement for the following.
Who told you that? Graham?
Asshole.
Can we just open this one?
Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
Caramel and pea-free nuts in it. It's time for a KYO.
this kind of thing on, right? Really? We can't take the helmet off anymore? That kinda suck. Taking off him? No. That kind of suck, but okay. No.
The news packet had the tossball scores from Dakonis. What about the rail gliding championships?
I didn't think anyone but natives followed that. Hell, I know space hands who don't even think it a sport.
So, that's a no?
More like don't know. Storm season ran long. When I left, the Mortosis clouds were still stirred up. All Atmo flights grounded. I'm just in port long enough to get another hull contract.
You know that sound when you've snapped on an injector clip? That's how you know your weapon loves you back. I got a full line of weapon modifications I'd be happy to show you.
Of course you do.
Why, it gets you the weapon best suited for your lifestyle.
All the better for performing a little percussive maintenance.
Self-improvement, including one's weapons, is always a worthy endeavor.
Take your basic Deadeye assault rifle. Perfectly serviceable. But what if you like finesse? Slap a scope and silencer on that bad boy. Bunker down in a bush someplace and pop off heads. What if you like getting in close and making a lot of noise? Extended ammo magazine and a barrel heatsink to bump up rate of fire. No and yes. When you install something, it pops in there real nice, but if you want to replace it, the originals tend to snap like plastic toys.
Got it.
A what? Sorry, hon. Here at Bell's Shells, we just don't discuss impolite topics, and WARRANTIES tops the list.
You can spell. Oh, fine.
So, what can I get you?
Let's see what you got there. Let's see what you got. Nothing. Ooh, that's a nice one. I have that one. That one. That one. I have everything left, man. I have everything. You. Going to sell something? I can sell this one. You know, we got two of those, so sell this one. 17, sell this one. Let's see. the rest. Yes. No. See? I got all of those things already. Look how it seems easy. Nah, son. See, medical bay? It's just walk there and find medical bay.
I'm not going anywhere, you hear? You can't keep me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I am not making a scene.
Toilets fixed. Stay free, freelancers. Okay. 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 Records.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no one wants you on Groundbreaker.
These stairs are board property. Disperse now, or I'll detain you for trespassing.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local ward embassy.
Okay. Let's speak. That's Dr. Milgram's Dorset and sick bay. That's where I just went. Acquire the weapon. And the this one. But they just asked me to do something, right? Or was it this one? The sick bay. And she was something like that. So I'm going to do that.
Thought there'd be more machinery. Must be housed on a sublevel.
Advertisement for the following.
Spend all day in here and not have looked at half the best stuff. It's all pretty worn, though.
Other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection. Canyons of
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors. I heard we had someone in impound. Wish I could help. I gave the bureaucrats a motive authority over freight traffic, and it rankles them good when I challenge it. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits, the crew, the engineers, their family. I hope there won't be any problems while you're visiting.
I hope not either.
Good. Don't go making trouble, and chances are you won't find any. That's how I like it here. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through.
About Monarch.
Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. Critters and such. Maybe someone in the promenade can get you the right weapon for the job. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Makes it hard to trust outsiders. You seem different, so welcome aboard.
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if... Well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Nice.
Right. In person. Sure thing, Captain. Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry.
Not a problem, Captain. Ask away.
Aw, that was cute.
Groundbreaker's radiators need replacement parts. They're dumping superheated air into my ship. Only the board has access to new parts, and I won't let them swindle me into a corner.
Let's steal from the board.
None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses its freedom. Soon there won't be anything left. I can't allow that. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. If I don't get those radiators back online, Groundbreaker, everyone aboard, will be cooked alive.
I can use this, but for a reasonable rate. I don't want to ask money for it, because I'm on my good side.
We'd be grateful for your assistance. According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays. Sorry, I forgot not everyone knows this ship like I do. The back bays are on a lower deck, long abandoned and a haven for miscreants now.
Right. We tried to talk as our orders down there. We tried sending anyone else to get the parts. Likewise.
Good. Once you've obtained the parts, we can proceed to the next phase of repairs.
So, that's something we'll do. Sorry, boys, not my job.
This is Halcyon Newton.
This one because then we go to Earth Wonder. Because that's on this level.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertising.
What's this? It's armory. This. Where's the Sprota?
Board Patrol nicked a friend of mine, accused her of piracy.
Shit. She actually do it?
No.
CNP Borscht Pockets can be microwaved in 2.5 seconds. Borscht Pockets.
Where's the box one?
I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? See, Umfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jesse in the first place. Let me get one thing straight. Jesse and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay? As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors. Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
What seems to be the problem? If only my other patients had so many inquiring after them. I'll tell you what I've told the others. The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitors. The requests of our patients are paramount, so no, you may not see her. She's not my patient. I'm certain no one on my staff would falsify patient records, if that's what you're implying. Not without dispensation from Chief Junlei, I fear. Supplies are hard to come by out here.
Got it.
We don't have the ability to manufacture our own medical supplies here on Groundbreaker. Regrettably, we are dependent on the board for such mundane items as bandages and antibiotics, as well as more critical resources like adequately trained staff. We'd nearly signed a supply agreement with Anti-Cleos, but they demanded we only use their branded drugs, and that's simply not tenable.
That's true. I like his, pattern of his shirt. Or jacket, whatever it is.
Take care.
Okay, so this is the one I needed the thing for, I guess. Did I just... Okay. Got it. This is, you found an ID cartridge. You will be automatically disguised when entering. Ew. Well, children, however, activated your operator that is giving it temporary access to the restriction area. But it's saying, wait. End up with one boss over there.
Can't say I've seen you before. I take it you're a freighter captain? If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. We're having a spot of trouble with our delivery service. He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fool's gotten himself into another scrape. I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my service mechanicals at this rate. I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his delivery soon as yesterday. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. That's where I'd start, were I the adventuring type. You look out, though. The place is probably crawling with outlaws.
Got it. But that's like somewhere totally else, right? Skilla, see? Skilla. Well, isn't... return to our note about our party about Yunlai. Terminal. So I have to do that one as well. This one is go to me, and that's the weapon. But I want to do the Junai one first, because then I have like a friend on here, you know. So let's just, you know, put this one.
You ever wonder if maybe folks keep doors closed for a reason?
To the last ratchet on Rutton time, leave me in peace! You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you? What? Why? Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me. I'm just terrible, dreadful sick is all. Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally contagious. But I'll be fine, so long as I'm left alone. Criminy. She really ain't gonna drop this, is she? Alright, okay. We can discuss this like the level-headed folk that we are. Seems I've got to do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear and an intent to listen.
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you?
No.
See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low.
Got it. Ask me to help you, so what's the plan?
Udon Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me.
Got it.
What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear.
Just tell me.
Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you develop during week 1, assuming you want to keep breathing. All right, I'll fess this part up too, if it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the blood-tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years. Udon was my buyer for when I'd acquired the diamond. He paid half up front to finance the operation. Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled to stardust in my palm. Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udam's deposit I'd spent. Thanks for helping me with the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
Right. Okay, so when we go back. Go talk to hard person. Move the thing somewhere else. Radiator else. Open. Locate. Let's just do this one first.
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local war embassy.
So we will